When tackling the LNAT comprehension section, should you read the passage first or read the questions first? Making the wrong choice here can quietly destroy your time management. Here is the direct answer. There is no single correct method, but a hybrid approach often works best. You must identify which style suits you personally to maximize both comprehension and speed. The LNAT is as much about time management as it is about logical reasoning. You have 95 minutes to read 12 passages and answer 42 questions. Each passage runs around 500 words. That gives you just over 2 minutes per question, roughly 2.26 minutes to read the passage, read the questions, and find the answers. In practice, that works out to about 6.8 minutes for a passage with 3 questions and just over 9 minutes for a passage with 4. Proper pacing is paramount. Let us consider reading the passage first. This allows a holistic comprehension of the material and helps you form a mental map of the text before you dive into the specifics. Research actually supports this. A study in the Journal of Educational Psychology found that students who read the passage first showed a 14% higher accuracy rate on comprehension questions. However, reading the entire passage thoroughly first consumes precious minutes. That leaves less time to deliberate over the answers, which becomes a real problem when the passage is especially dense or long. On the other hand, reading the questions first sets the stage for targeted reading. You scan the passage specifically for the information the questions actually demand. This method can be significantly faster. Because you know exactly what to look for, you focus your attention accordingly, which especially benefits candidates with strong scanning and skimming skills. Nevertheless, reading the questions first can lead to a shallow understanding of the text. That same study found these students scored lower on overall comprehension, despite potentially saving time. It makes inferential and evaluative questions harder too, because those require a genuine grasp of the whole context, not just the isolated fact you went hunting for. There is also a hidden danger in question first reading. Once you are scanning for one specific answer, you can lock onto the first plausible sentence and stop thinking, walking straight into an almost right distractor. Picture a passage on the environmental impact of plastic waste, with a question asking what solution the author proposes. Read the passage first, and that solution naturally stands out against the full argument. Skim only for the solution, and you may find it, but miss the surrounding context that was quietly needed to answer the other 3 questions on that same passage. This is why the hybrid approach is such a strong alternative. Quickly skim the passage first for a broad overview, then read the questions, then return to the passage for a focused, detailed read. That sequence can offer the best of both worlds. You gain a general understanding of the text alongside sharp, targeted information retrieval without fully committing to either extreme. So how do you decide? Do not guess. Test it directly. Take 3 practice tests using the passage first approach, then 3 more using the questions first approach. Compare your scores across those 2 sets. The numbers will show you far more honestly than instinct ever could, which approach genuinely suits your reading and thinking style under pressure. Remember that whichever method you settle on, the LNAT is not merely testing whether you can answer questions. It is assessing your skill at understanding complex texts and managing your time under real pressure. And you need volume to run that experiment properly. LawMint's series includes 1,200 passages ranging from 300 to 600 words and 8,400 questions across 200 full-length tests. Test these strategies today with a free full-length LNAT practice test at lawmint.uk. For extensive practice, get the full series of 200 tests with 8,400 multiple-choice questions. Subscribe to @LNAT Prep on YouTube for more.